Hey everybody, Motorpoet 59 here, and talk a little bit about how the Democrats throw money at problems. And this is something they have been doing ever since I can remember, 1964, which I don't have much memory of. I was 4 years old. I turned 5 in 1964. But obviously, I know what's going on. But I do know that the war on poverty has been being fought by the Democrats since 1964, and they have thrown trillions of dollars at this problem. And poverty is really no better today in America than it was then. The one thing I have to say right now about poverty in America is Americans don't know what poverty is. Our people who live below the poverty line have cars, they have cell phones, they have big screen TVs, they have Wi-Fi, they have access to food. No one is starved to death in America other than by their own choice in 100 years. So it's ridiculous to call any American poverty stricken. But anyway, that's another rant. But as I said, they've been throwing money at these problems forever. And every time a problem crops up, they promise to throw money at it. And they enact these bills that no one reads the text to, no one calls their congressman or writes or emails their congressman or talks to any of their elected representatives about this because it has the title of a problem, and maybe that problem is education or children or elderly. But when you go into the text of those bills, you find out that that's generally not what that money will be used to do. That money everybody knows what pork barrel spending is, and those bills they're usually loaded with that kind of stuff. And as the Democrats throwing money at problems, this is how the California government suckered the people of California into the lotto. First it was the scratchers, and when that proved so wildly popular, they did the lotto, which is much more popular. And it was supposed to fix our education our education system here in California, and it did no such thing. Sometime when you're bored and have nothing better to do, go look at the text, the original text for how the lotto was going to work, how the money would be distributed, what it could be used for, the criteria that had to be met for this district or that to receive money from that. It's convoluted. It's almost impossible to decipher. And it did nothing for our education system. It has done nothing. And for those of you who think it has, why is California still ranked near the bottom of the 50 states where education is concerned? Our education system, our public education system in California sucks. And it has for a very long time. And the lotto and the lottery, because the lottery and the lotto are two different things, have done nothing to change anything except put a whole bunch of money in California's general fund. Go check that out. It was a lie to begin with, and it continues to be a lie today. And you have these poverty-stricken people in California, and what do? Every Wednesday and Saturday, they go buy their lotto tickets, hoping that they're going to hit it big. And most of the time, obviously, no one does. So I can think of many problems. They were going to fix immigration in California back in the 80s, when they started talking about, then started throwing money at the immigration problem. Is our immigration problem in California any different? Is our immigration problem in America as a whole any different? No, it's not one bit. It's actually much worse. Green energy, there's a great one that the government continues to throw money at. That's not helping things. And I'm not talking about the mandates that are coming up on electric vehicles. I'm just talking about, let's get rid of the power plants. Let's get rid of fossil fuel, natural gas, coal. Let's get rid of all those power plants. All the idiots in America. Oh my God, let's get rid of the nuclear power plants before something like Chernobyl happens. What are we doing now? They've decommissioned nuclear power plants. They shut down coal, natural gas. What are we doing now? They're opening these back up. and they're firing these with coal and natural gas again because they don't have any choice. They've done nothing with all these taxes and fees that they charge these providers, these energy providers, the coal industry, the fossil fuel industry. They've taken in billions and billions of dollars from these industries, and they've done nothing with it except squander it across the United States. Nuclear energy is the only answer to America's future energy needs. Green is not going to do it. The government knows that. Look what the Obama administration did. I don't remember the name of the green energy company. They threw all that money out as soon as Obama was elected, and within 6 months that place was out of business. It filed bankruptcy. The only reason most of the solar farms and the solar arrays and wind parks, the only reason that those things even exist is because of government subsidies and tax credits. It's ridiculous. They continue to throw money at everything and they fix nothing. It has cost the American taxpayer in general and the California taxpayer especially in particular an enormous amount of money, and nothing has been done to help any of the problems that they talk about. And people say, oh yeah, but now we have all these emissions laws and the air's better. That would have happened anyway. We didn't need the government to throw a bunch of money at that. People would have figured that out. And that's what gets me too about the Democrats is they think that nobody can think for themselves. And they've proven that with Social Security. They keep talking about how the Republicans want to take Social Security away, and that's not the case. It's never been the case. All that was ever suggested is, hey, let's take some of that money and allow people to invest for themselves in their future with things like Roth plans and 401ks, whatever they would create for that sector of people who wanted to do that. The Democrats think that money solves everything, and it has solved nothing. And now here we are, after they've thrown all this money at all these problems that have changed nothing since Biden took office. And where are we now? Hyperinflation. Everything is, gas prices out of control. They're fixing nothing. Throwing money at problems doesn't help them. Think about it in your own life. Just if you have a problem of some sort, unless it's a problem that you created financially yourself, is throwing you more money at it going to help things? No, it's just going to deprive you of more money. That is not the way you fix problems. You address the base issues and move on from there. And healthcare, a great example. Barack Obama promised us that they were going to fix healthcare. They didn't say they were going to provide insurance for everybody, because they didn't even fix the insurance problem. They just made the insurance problem worse for people who either didn't qualify for Obamacare or people for which Obamacare would have cost them even more than their personal health care that they already had. But throwing money at our healthcare system, we need to fix the healthcare system. We need to fix the problems that cause our healthcare to be so expensive. That's what needs to be addressed, not insurance. So I don't know. What do you think? Are you sick of throwing money at problems that don't get fixed? I know I am. If you're a Democrat, how do you feel about that? Has throwing all this money at problems that you see as problems, has it fixed any of them? Do you see it that way? Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motorpoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content, and we'll see you all later.